Sorry for the little delay, you guys, but this is Disneyland Lover, and this is my Disneyland Lover YouTube channel. I just wanted to say hi to all of you, and I'm continuing my Chitty Chitty Bang Bang special features tonight on my Disneyland Lover YouTube channel, which I'm still going to be doing for you guys. So I'm going to give you the special features DVD, which I'm going to be still doing my features on. So let me just get that out. I'm going to my DVD player app for this. And once again, you guys, you gotta be patient with my DVD menu walkthrough uploads. And I only have 3 days left until my cellular internet comes back on my phone, so you guys will have to be patient with that as well. So let's get started on my second DVD, which I'm still doing, of my Chitty Chitty Bang Bang DVD menu walkthrough. Okay, so let me just click on the DVD ROM here. Here we go, just turn the volume up a little bit. Oh, I just can't get enough of that Chitty Chitty Bang Bang sound, you guys. By the way, oh, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I just love that sound that Mordecai makes when it starts to go. Anyway, we're continuing with my special features tonight. And, we're doing the read-along and the photo gallery. Yes, that's it. The read-along and photo gallery. Oh, okay now. So, before I start the reading, before I start the read-along story, I want to remind you guys that this isn't Adrian Hall narrating the story. It's not Jeremy Potts reading the story. It's a different boy reading the story. It's kind of like Adrian Hall, but this is a different. But this is a different actor reading the story. So let me just turn up the volume and we'll start the read along. Alright, everyone. You just shut up and you just listen to the story now. So you guys just shut up and you just listen to the story.
Read along with me, Jeremy Potts. Or read together with your family without me.
Alright, for this feature you have two options. You got read along with narration, and you got the narration without the narration. So it says right here, read along with narration. And of the different actors that read along with me, Jeremy Potts, that's one of Karate Kid's children, by the way, played by Dick Van Dyke, and Adrian Hall plays Jeremy Potts. He's going to be reading the story to you guys, so I'm going to give you the read along with the narration tonight on this feature. So you guys just shut up and I'll get started with the story narration. So you guys just shut up and wait. you guys just shut up. So you guys just shut up and Jeremy will read the story to you.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Alright, these are the chapters, and we'll start with the first one. I'll give you a quick walkthrough of it. There's the Gem of the Junker, that's chapter 1. A Truly Scrumptious Picnic, which is chapter 2. Grandpa Potts Kidnapped, that's chapter 3. Prisoners in the Castle, that's chapter 4. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang to the Rescue. And chapter 6 is Chitty Chitty Bang Bang We Love You. Alright, let me just go back up to the top. Give you a quick walkthrough of it. Alright. There's chapters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So let's start with the first one, A Gem of a Junker. Like I said before, you guys just shut up and let the narration do the speaking.
I'm Jeremy Potts. My sister Jemima and I love to play in the wreck of a champion race car here at Mr. Coggins' garage. Hang on, I'd yell, turning the wheel. One day, Mr. Coggins got an offer to sell the old race car for scrap.
Sorry guys, that just had a little glitch there. But you'll just have to ignore that. Just continuing on.
Our father is Coradicus Potts, the great inventor. When we arrived, he was just trying out his latest breakthrough, rocket skis.
Stand back! Keep clear!
That was Dick Van Dyke's voice, by the way. Dick Van Dyke plays Coradicus Potts in this movie.
Daddy agreed to buy the car, but instead of letting us play in it, he decided to fix it up. After days inside his workshop, Daddy finally wheeled the car out. Bright and shiny and better than new. What do you think of it? It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life.
Sometimes these discs don't work as planned in the computer. But like I said in my DVD review I gave you a couple of weeks ago, you guys, and a few months ago, well, it was actually a few weeks. Disc number 2 is in pretty great condition. It still plays, but it has a little glitch in it for the read-along. Anyway, let's continue.
We piled into our new car and set off on a picnic. What a funny noise it's making, I remarked. It's talking to us. All engines talk, Daddy assured us. What's it saying?
The motor car itself, Chitty, is saying, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Well, that's the name of the motor car, by the way, and she's the hero. She's just like the little motorcar Brum from the Brum series. She's like Brum, but she's a girl motorcar. She's a girl. She's the hero, and she's the girl, and her body works so silver. Kind of like that. Anyways, let's continue on with the story. So just shut up, you guys, and you just let the narration do the talking.
Chapter 2. A truly scrumptious. The lovely lady who lives down the road. Well, we almost ran into her.
Alright, we're on chapter 2 now. A truly scrumptious picnic.
Truly came along with us to the seaside, and we were all having a wonderful time. But then...
And then a boat came in. A boat came in from the ocean.
That's when Daddy told us. That is the pirate ship of the notorious Baron Bombast, ruler of Bulgaria. He has sailed all the way to England because he has heard tell of a fabulous motor car built by...
Like I said before, you guys, the disc in the read-along feature has a little glitch inside. But no worries, you'll have to ignore them. And no worries, the disc still works perfectly. Yeah, the disc still works perfectly. It's like in perfect condition. Anyway, let's continue.
We could see the Baron aboard his boat, and he was in a foul temper.
Like I said, I'm going through the story one page at a time, and I'm going through the story one page at a time, so you guys can see the pictures and everything, kind of like that. Let's continue on. Let's continue on with the story.
The Baron's ship was getting closer, but the tide had stranded us. We're going to have to...
Alright, continuing on.
Just then, Chitty began making the most peculiar noises.
I'm gonna have to give you guys the story again once I get my media player files on my flash drives. But like I said before, and I'm saying this again, this disc is in perfect condition except for the narration of the story, which has a little glitch inside. sorry, my camera is not really adjusted a little bit, but you'll have to ignore the full screen shot of it. Anyway, continuing on.
Off we sped across the waves with the Baron in hot pursuit. Good old Chitty Chitty Bang Bang outraced those nasty pirates, and then
Alright.
Chapter 3. Gramp, if he couldn't steal the car, he would steal the inventor. The Baron's henchmen came to our house to kidnap Daddy, but they captured our grandpa by mistake.
We're on chapter 3 now. Chapter 3 is Grandpa Potts kidnapped.
What's going on? I'm flying! Poor Grandpa exclaimed. Grandpa, come back! What do you think you're doing? Daddy called. We followed the airship for miles.
Oh, before I continue with the story, you guys, I gotta show you what these buttons do when you have a DVD player or a keyboard for your computer. If you want to see the chapters, you just go to this button, and if you want to go back, you just go to this button and press the enter button on any of these buttons right here. The back button, the chapters button, and the forward button. Also, there is a narration button on that stereophonograph part. So those are the keys you'll have to use. The left and right arrow buttons. So you got the back button, the chapters button, and the back button for the last chapter. And the forward button as well to go forward. Anyway, continuing on with the story.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang sped over the cliff. Down, down.
Alright, let's continue.
Chitty sprouted wings and propellers and changed herself into an airplane. We soared over the cliffs, over the ocean,
the
through
volume
the
on my
clouds, off to Bulgaria to rescue
my computer has the volume set at 100 here, but it doesn't go any higher than this. So you guys will have to go with the 100% volume on my computer here.
Chapter 4. Prisoners to build another magic car. If you fail, I will stuff your heart with sauerkraut and feed you to the ducks, blustered the Baron. You have 24 hours.
Once again, glitch in the story. We're on chapter 5, I think. I think that's what we're on. But anyway, continuing on. There we go.
With cannons firing all around, we made a perfect 4-point.
It's glitching a little bit, but it's still doing the story.
Suddenly, cavalry soldiers approached. As the frightened villagers
Like I said before, you guys, this DVD has a little glitch in the story, but it still works perfectly for the other features as well. It didn't glitch on any of those other features, like I'm showing you in this one.
We'd be safe here while Father and the toymaker searched for Grandpa. But Jemima and I were starving. We hadn't eaten for hours. Truly went to find food, but warned us to stay inside the shop. And we did.
It glitches like that, so I'll just read you a few words and then I'll stop on the word it glitches on. For example, it stops on and we did until a peddler, kind of like that. Alright, continuing on.
Cherry pie, cream tarts, ice cream.
That's Robert Hopen, by the way.
He called. Jemima and I felt the rumble of our empty tummies. Come on, I said. One little snack before lunch couldn't hurt, I thought.
Alright, let's continue on with the story.
Come along, my little mice. What will it be? Ice cream? Chocolate? Step inside. But it was a trap. There were no sweets at all.
Once again, a little glitch in the disc right here, you guys.
Just wait till our daddy hears about this, Jemima screamed. And then I warned him. He'll come and blow up the whole castle. Well, maybe blowing up the castle wasn't the thing to do, since we...
Okay, I think it's gonna go on to the last chapter. Let's continue.
Chapter 5. Chitty.
I was right.
The next day was the Baron's birthday,
Chitty Chitty
and the
Bang
toy
Bang,
maker
we love
arrived
you.
with wonderful gifts.
What have you made me for my birthday, eh?
Asked the Baron. This year, Your Majesty, I have surpassed even myself.
Sorry, I had to say the chapter, you guys, when the narration started. I'll give you guys that again.
The next day was the Baron's birthday, and the toy maker arrived with wonderful gifts.
What have you made me for my birthday, eh?
Asked the Baron. This...
Alright, just had to give you guys that again.
Soldiers carried in 2 enormous boxes, each containing a life-size doll. First, the toy maker wound up a ballerina, who danced and sang.
That was Sally Ann House playing the doll on the music box with the mechanical sound effects for the moving arms and body. And then, who does Dick Van Dyke come out as?
Then, a Raggedy Andy sprang to life. The Baron exclaimed he'd never seen dolls like this in his whole life. That's because they weren't really dolls.
That's right, Dick Van Dyke was Raggedy Andy. He wore a funny Raggedy Andy wig, by the way. Anyway, continuing on.
The whole castle was so delighted. No one noticed as scores of children sneaked into the room, hoisted the
I'm gonna give you guys a quick walkthrough of the story when I get the narration done, by the way. So I'm gonna give you guys that after the narration of the story. So you just keep your mouths shut, you guys, and until the narration is over. Anyway, let's continue.
As the children and townspeople stormed the castle, Daddy and Truly rescued us, and Grandpa.
I might have to clean my DVD player for the next feature that I'm gonna be giving you guys tomorrow night, so you guys will have to be patient with the next special feature that I'm gonna be giving you after I clean the DVD player in my computer, you know. Anyway, let's continue.
We climbed into Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
So the movie Chitty Chitty Bang Bang takes place in the two locations that are in this movie. Bulgaria and England. Anyway, let's continue.
Chapter 6. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang's part up.
Chapter
Okay, I
6.
made all of it up. But you must admit, it was a grand adventure. You see, I'm an inventor, just like my father. Only, I invent stories.
Sorry guys, interrupted the narration again. But I'm gonna give it to you one more time just in case. We're on chapter 6 by the way, so let's continue.
To be totally honest, I made that last part up. Okay, I made all of it up. But you must admit, it was a grand adventure. You see, I'm an inventor, just like my...
Alright, just had to give you guys that. Dick Van Dyke is an inventor. He invents, well, oddball inventions. Because they're really oddball, by the way. And Adrian Hall playing Jeremy invents some stories. But this isn't Adrian Hall reading the story, by the way. It's a different narrator. but it's a young boy. But anyway, let's continue on.
I can tell you that our real-life tale had a happy ending too. One of Daddy's inventions, 2 sweet whistle candies,
Oh, by the way, you guys, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is a live action adventure. It's in real life, but when I did the story before, I thought the young narrator portraying Jeremy Potts said real life, but it's real life. Life, life. Kind of like that. Alright, this is the last page before I end this video with the quick walkthrough of the story, which is coming up in a few seconds. To top off this video,
truly, and Daddy were married.
that's when Dick Van Dyke and Sally Ann House playing Karate Kids and Truly get married. Because a love of a man and a woman are holy. I'm not really in love with Dick Van Dyke. I just swoon over the fact he's in love with me. Disneyland lover, by the way. And I was a fan of Dick Van Dyke when I was younger too. But anyway, Dick Van Dyke and Sally Ann House got married in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Because, like I said, the love of a man and a woman is holy.
And she, and Daddy, and Jemima and I, and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang all lived happily ever after.
Alright, that's the story. Alright, let me just go to the rereading of the story, and I'll push the enter button, and I'll give you a quick walkthrough without the narration.
Read along with me, Jeremy Potts. Or read together with your family without me.
Alright, I'll give you the quick walkthrough of the story without the narration.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Okay, this is chapter 1.
Chapter 2. A truly scrumptious picnic.
This is chapter 2. Just giving you a quick walkthrough of the story, you guys. Once again, this is without the narration. It has a second feature like this. I'm gonna give you the beginning one more time after the walkthrough of this. Oh, and as you can see in the pictures right here, they're all taken from the movie Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Chapter 3. Grandpa kidnapped.
We're on chapter 3 right now. Quick walkthrough of this. There we go.
Chapter 4. Prisoners in the castle.
We're on chapter 4. Alright.
Chapter 5. Chitty to the rescue.
Like I said before, you guys, this is just a quick walkthrough of the reading of the book. And if you want to follow along with the narration on this option, you can just press the narration button on the phonograph speaker. But anyway, let's continue with the walkthrough. I think I'll do the Dick Van Dyke press interview in this walkthrough tonight, so I'm gonna give you guys that after this walkthrough of the story. Moving on to the next chapter after this one. There we go.
Chapter 6. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, we love you.
That's in the song Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, by the way. The song goes like this. Oh, you pretty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, we love you. And there's more to that. The we love you part and what we'll do part both rhyme. In fact, the song itself is a rhyming song. It's a rhyming song. It goes like this. I'll just talk you through it. It goes, oh, you pretty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, we love you. And in chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, what we'll do. Near, far, in our motor car, oh what a happy time we'll spend. Bang bang chitty chitty bang bang, our fine four-fendered friend. Kind of like that. But let's continue on with the story. And after Dick Van Dyke kissed Sally in house, she said to Dick Van Dyke, now she'll have to marry her. Kind of like that. Oh, by the way, you guys, this story is also a novel which you gotta check out on YouTube, by the way. So go check out that novel on YouTube. Anyway, this was a 6-chapter storybook. I'll give you the introduction one more time before I go back to the main menu.
Read along with me, Jeremy Potts. Or read together with your family without me.
Alright, when you go to this feature, the read along, for this special feature of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, you will hear the little introduction saying, read along with me, Jeremy Potts, or read together with your family without me. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that little story of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, the 6-chapter storybook, by the way. I'll go back to the main menu and give you the Dick Van Dyke Press interview now. I'll just turn the volume up for that preview, the press interview. Sorry about that, guys. The disc has a little glitch right there. Alright guys, I'm giving you the Dick Van Dyke Press interview now, and this is the video, by the way.
Mr. Van Dyke, could you describe this picture in about one paragraph? Chitty Chitty Bang. It'd be a long paragraph, I think. I played the part of an unsuccessful inventor with 2 children who lives in a windmill. And we find this car in a junk heap and refurbish it, and it has magical properties. It flies, it'll hover on the water, do almost everything. And the nefarious Baron Bombers, played by Gert Froh, tries to kidnap the car, and we end up in Bulgaria, where most of the adventures with the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang take place. But it's an inverted world where all the adults are children and all the children
And Dick Van Dyke's very young in this interview, by the way.
First hear the script of this film and
He looks like Robert Petrie
I heard
almost.
about it in Hollywood. Cubby Broccoli, the producer, came to Hollywood to talk to me about it, and I had never heard of the story, or even knew that Ian Fleming wrote a children's story. I don't think most people do know that. And that was the first time I heard about it. I went home that night and asked my kids. They'd all read it. They knew all about it. How do you find working with Ken Hughes, the director of this film? Ken is just exactly my kind of a director because he doesn't regard the script as engraved in stone exactly. You know, if you want to ad-lib or change things around, if you get a good idea, it's perfectly all right with Ken. So that's the kind of director I like to work with. How do you find working with Sally Ann House? Well, how could I find It's a pleasure.
Oh,
Could you compare your role here, or your style of role here with that of Mary Poppins? I don't know. There's a couple of numbers that are kind of like, the numbers we did in Mary Poppins. The man I play, Caractacus Potts, probably has Bert's philosophy, the same outlook on life as Bert in Mary Poppins.
Dick Van Dyke said Bert's philosophy.
Most everybody thinks that American television is in pretty sad shape. What do you think is wrong with it, and why? I don't, somebody once said in the paper, one of the papers here, I think, that if the newspapers in the United States depended on a rating system the way television does, it would be 10 pages of comic strips. And I wonder if that isn't true, that the rating system is what's the matter with television. I think that we should just diversify it in some way so that small groups of people, with interest can watch something that they're interested in. It's all that lowest common denominator thing or something. I like to see the rating system go.
Dick, in Divorce American Style, which is now a hit throughout the country, many critics noticed that it was rather a new Dick Van Dyke. One, although the movie, half of it is a funny, howling comedy kind of thing, a lot of it is a biting kind of honesty.
Once again,
to
Dick
it.
Van Dyke looks like
What is
Robert
most rewarding to
Petrie
you,
in
doing
press
something, a
interview.
realistic type part like that, or again a part like this in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
But he's just himself.
Well, it's probably the most fun doing a fantasy like this, a children's show or comedy. I get the most fun out of it. But the minute I read this script from Divorce American Style, I grabbed it right away when they offered it to me. Because I think that, you can say the truth better with humor than you can say it any other way, because people don't forget it. And I think this picture, despite the fact that it's got laughs in it, it has an undercurrent of, as you said, it's biting. But I think it really says it. I've taken people to that picture who had to leave right in the middle. It got so close to home they couldn't take it.
What about the Dick Van Dyke show going off the air?
Oh yeah, the Dick Van Dyke show.
Oh, we all voted. Everybody took a vote. We only had a 5-year contract, so at the end of the 5 years, we decided to vote on it. Most of us felt that we didn't want to. We want to quit while we're still proud of it. I don't know. When they go 8, 10 years, it seems like you either run out of ideas or get a little stale or something. But I get a little homesick.
Looks like they're going to go for another 8 or 10 years, though. Because we've got them coming back pretty strong.
In the daytime?
Yes.
Good.
What do you think of fashion and the mini skirts we've been seeing here in London?
I don't mind the mini skirts, but the mini skirts. I don't know. I don't mind it. We go down to
The mini skirts.
Carnaby Street. That's right, isn't it? Yeah. And I think it may be an overreaction to conformism on the part of the kids, but I think it looks pretty good to see individuals dressing the way they want. It's colorful. The rest of us in our plain gray suits go down there and watch things.
Dick, do you have a favorite scene in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang that you enjoy doing more than any of the others?
Well, we've only been shooting now 3 weeks, and we've been working on a number called Toot Sweets, which takes place in a big candy factory. And we're still working on that. We're having a ball with it. As a matter of fact, I just pulled a muscle in my leg. I got a little too energetic.
Dick, in watching some of your reruns of your show and seeing you now in person and in Divorce
Is it
American
still going?
Style, especially when you took
Oh
off
yes,
your
it's
shirt,
still going.
bathroom ballet.
Still recording this.
You look like you're in the peak of condition. You're getting broader and broader. How do you stay in shape? And how have you gotten so much more sturdy looking than you once were?
Where am I getting broader and broader?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, for about a year, I lifted weights and things. And I only weighed 140 pounds, and I was 6'1". And in a year, I gained about 20 pounds. And I've stayed about the same. I'm right around 160 now. Play a lot of tennis. Although here, I have a little squash court. The house we're renting, and I've taken up squash, and it's not a fast game.
A little whistle right there.
You're filming here in London. What do you miss most about America while you're here?
Hamburgers. I swear, hamburgers. Because you can't get a hamburger. No, they just don't have it. If you go to the butcher and ask for a hamburger, they don't know what you mean. You have to ask for minced meat. And it's not the same sometimes. What do you get? Minced meat.
Oh, Rob!
In the scene that takes place in the candy shop,
edible, and so we call it Two Sweets. And in my effort to sell Lord Scrumptious, the manager of the Scrumptious factory, these sweets, we evolved into a dance number called Two Sweets. And all the workers in the factory joined in, and we're spilling candy all over the place.
I had to get up a little closer, guys, so I could give you a little commentary on this.
It's a color picture, but that entire set is black and white or gray. And the only things that are brightly colored are the candy boiling in the big vats. It looks interesting on film. Very stylized.
Oh man, Dick Van Dyke looks so
Let me
handsome.
change the subject for just a second and ask you to go back to this family business. What do you think is the most important element to keep a family cooking properly?
Oh, I don't know. Well, of course, I think that if you have a religious faith, that and keep your kids in the church along with the family up to a certain age. The church will lose them when they're 15 or 16 years old until they're about 25, I'd say. 25, 30 years old. But I think it's a groundwork that you can't overlook. Some kind of, value outside themselves. I think you gotta have it.
Alright, you guys, that was the Dick Van Dyke press interview. Which, by the way, you should go check out on YouTube. Because the press interview of this is also on YouTube, too. So, go check that out if you didn't check it out yet. Anyway, this is all for this video for my Chitty Chitty Bang Bang special features on disc number 2. Which, by the way, I'll have to clean this DVD player for the redoing of the read-along storybook, by the way, so I promise I'll get a re-upload of the story, by the way. Anyway, you guys, this is Disneyland Lover going off until my next video for tomorrow night. Oh, and before I end this video, the people mentioned in the Dick Van Dyke press interview with Dick Van Dyke himself, which he almost kind of looked like Robert Petrie from the Dick Van Dyke Show. The guys mentioned Mary Poppins and the Dick Van Dyke Show. So Mary Poppins and the Dick Van Dyke Show were involved in that press interview with Dick Van Dyke himself. I gave you a little trivia on that. Anyway, this is Disneyland Lover going off until my next video. Until then, like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to click on your post bell notifications, you guys, when I upload a new video like this. Alright guys, this is it for me tonight. Peace out.